was led that yes, they were submitted to her, they were received in her office, and she blatantly refused to act to it. Why? I think and submit that she does not understand the weight behind accountability. She does not understand the weight behind transparency. She does not understand the reason why there is a rule of law in this country. Count 2 on misconduct. Yes, she acknowledged that she made those particular statements. She said, yes, she made those statements about the 86 million. She acknowledged misleading the people. She acknowledged that there was not only one account and that whatever she was saying was falsehood. If a leader cannot be held account for the statement that they make, then where is this country going? We must tell the current generation and the future generation that it is important to speak the truth, that it is important to stick to the way of the truth. That is what is right, that is what is just. Did Governor Kawira maintain the path of truth? Did she stick to the path of truth? Did she do what is right in the circumstances? We submit that she willingly veered away from the path of truth. The evidence of the Windle, and may he rest in peace, was never tested. None of them cross-examined that lady. Her evidence went uncontroverted. Is it usual for a defense counsel not to test the veracity of the evidence of a witness who is putting up a case, and a serious case such as this one? It is not usual. They only knew that they have nothing to cross-examine that lady on, and that whatever she said is therefore truth. And as such, we submit that Article 10 again was proved which speaks to values of and principles of governance. Among them, the value of good governance, the value of integrity, the value of accountability, the value of transparency. How can a person lead a county if she has a deficit of integrity, if she has a deficit of accountability, if she has a deficit of transparency, if she cannot respect the rule of law? How can she lead the county? The county performance is premised on the laws. It's premised on the rule of law. If she does not respect that rule of law, is she then worth her salt? Look at Article 73 of the Constitution. It's paramount when seeking to establish whether or not this allegation has been substantiated. It speaks about the authority assigned to a state officer. It speaks about public trust must be exercised in a manner that is consistent and demonstrate respect for the people. Does that video and the conduct that was exhibited before this assembly demonstrate respect for the people? Does it bring honor to the nation and the dignity of the office of the governor? Does it promote confidence, public confidence in the integrity of that office? We submit that the conduct exhibited by the governor, through the evidence of the witness that was not controverted, flies over the face of Article 73, and that does not breathe confidence, it does not demonstrate respect for the people, it does not indicate integrity, it does not bring honor to that office. If she cannot honor that office, why should she hold it? If she cannot honor that office, why should he keep it? If she cannot honor that office, and she has no dignity for it, why should she keep it? Honorable Senators, I urge you to find it that that provision has been proved and has been substantiated. On the question of paying Kiambi's Christas Manyara, it must be remembered that she has admitted on oath that this Kiambi Crispas is a person who works in the office of the county governor. She has admitted on oath that evidence has been led that he is one of those people who are accused for the murder of and the slaying of a sniper. Put to task why he continued to earn his full salary while still in custody for 6 months, she simply said, "It wasn't me." When will Governor Kawira learn to be responsible? When will she ever learn to own up for a mistake that is so glaring such as this one? She takes no cognizance that money was spent unlawfully. She takes no cognizance of the provisions of Article 201 of the Constitution. Honorable Senators, Article 201 is paramount in the manner in which the resources of this nation are governed. Article 201 speaks about the principles of public finance, and it provides that there must be prudent use of public finances. Was this one way of prudent use of those resources? Why should a person who is in remand continue to earn a full salary? Why should actions not be taken for a person who perpetuates these violations? It speaks about openness and accountability, including financial integrity. Was that the best way of applying the meager resources? Honorable Senators, as I pen off, I urge you to fight it, that this act and conduct must be attributed to the governor. There is clear nexus that the governor knew that this person is in custody, having worked in his office. It then is responsible of the governor not to know that a person attached to her office is not in office for 6 months. How responsible is that governor if the governor cannot learn that a person who is attached to her office is not present? How can she be allowed to get away with this? This is a governor who is incapable of running the affairs of Meru County. We ask you, Honorable Senators, and we humbly submit that you pave way for her to have another person manage the affairs. This is not about being a woman. Accountability is not being a woman. There's nothing to do with being a woman when you are called to order. We are all called to allegiance, to play allegiance to the Constitution. It's so easy to tell a lie, but so hard to maintain the same. Telling a lie is the easiest bit, but telling the truth and pretending that you are lying is so hard. Success and any other success requires that an individual must accept responsibility. Kawira Mwangaza must accept that the county is not functional. It is not functional courtesy of her misdeeds. Accepting that one has failed is not a sign of weakness. Accepting that one has failed is not a sign of weakness. It's rather a signal that is being directed towards that particular person to check her true north. As I sum up, accountability is when you accept responsibility for the consequences of your actions. Accountability is when you accept consequences for your actions. And the consequences for the actions, as proved by the County Assembly, demands that Governor Kawira must go. As I sum up, and I want to repeat what I earlier submitted, that for there to be proper running of the county government of Meru, Kawira Mwangaza must go. For there to be services, proper delivery of services in the county government of Meru, Kawira Mwangaza must go. For the women of Meru County to access maternity services, Kawira Mwangaza must go. For the babies of Meru to be saved from the embarrassment of being born in a karai, Kawira Mwangaza must go. For proper running of the Meru County, Kawira Mwangaza must go. It's only proper for her to leave, to pack and go. She has demonstrated incompetence. She has demonstrated her inability and incapacity to deliver services to the people of Meru. We urge you, Honorable Senators, to fight it in our favor and send Governor Kawira home. Let her not hide behind other leaders. Let her not say that political leaders have instigated this motion. She has not brought as a witness any person, including any affidavit swearing that the senator of Meru County is behind this impeachment. Let her not play the victimization card. Let her not hide behind victimization. Let her take responsibility for our actions. Na kila mtu atauchukua mzigo wake mwenyewe.
Council, this is a house with rules.
I submit.
Yeah. Council for Governor, the floor is yours.
May I proceed, Mr. Speaker, sir?
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, sir, and thank you so much, distinguished senators. For the record, my name is Ongoya. I'll be making the governor's closing submissions. Distinguished senators, courtesy demands that I open this process by thanking this House for the opportunity given to us as council and the opportunity given to the governor to be heard as we have been heard. The challenges associated with the time notwithstanding, we are satisfied that we have had a fair day in this honorable House. Distinguished senators, the governor invites this House to be guided by certain enduring principles that she will draw the attention of this House to. The governor invites this House to be guided by the guidance that was supplied by the famous philosopher Socrates to all persons sitting in the position of judges, which you now do. 4 things belong to a judge: to listen courteously, to answer wisely, to consider soberly, and to decide impartially. There is a biblical injunction that also addresses itself to the attributes of judges. I think there's advice that was given by a man called Jethro to a man called Moses in the book of Exodus, when Jethro thought that Moses was spending significant amounts of time deciding cases. He advised him to appoint judges to help him decide disputes between the children of Israel. He gave the following attributes: able men, such as fear God, men of truth, hating covetousness. The governor holds this Senate in the highest possible regard and attributes these attributes that have survived the age of time to this Senate. Allow me to deal with what I consider to be some side issues that have arisen in the course of this trial and in the course of the Assembly's final submissions. Distinguished senators, an issue emerged as to whether ISPAC member number 10955, Kirimi Ibrahim Mutwiri, is an active member of ISPAC in good standing. Fortunately for us, like many other professional bodies, the data of many of us professionals is now available in the public databases of the respective professional association. Any senator who cares to search member number 10955 on the member search engine of ispac.com will get a chance to satisfy themselves as to the active status and good standing status of that member. I repeat, member number 10955. Each senator is at liberty to search on the website ispac.com/search-member to establish for themselves the standing of that member. I say that with great humility because it's important that we address ourselves to the substantive issues that have kept us here and that keep us here up to now. It is not for lack of other business, the governor believes, that distinguished senators are sitting in this house after 9 p.m. to resolve this dispute. The governor believes that the issue before this Senate is so significant that it should never turn on a matter of side issues. And one senator's search member number 10955 in the icepack.com search engine and establish the active and good standing status of that senator, of that accountant, my apologies. They will then form their own opinion as to who is standing on the platform of truth and who is standing on the platform of lack of truth in the conduct of these proceedings. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'll beseech the timekeepers to remind me at intervals of perhaps 15 minutes because I like managing my time as I get along. It's just my humble plea. Mr. Speaker, sir, distinguished senators, impeachment processes, as I have said before, are processes governed by law and legal principles. It is now settled by no lesser authority than the Supreme Court of the Republic of Kenya that public participation is an important pillar of the impeachment process. It therefore means that if an impeachment process is undertaken on a foundation of lack of proper public participation, then that particular impeachment process cannot stand the test of scrutiny. I want to take these senators through the public participation report in volume number 5 of the County Assembly's documents so that these senators in themselves can ascertain whether that principle was satisfied. If the senators can access volume number 5, the largest possible volume of the County Assembly's documents, I'll beseech them to look at page number 35 of that document. Page number 35 of volume 5. It is the biggest volume in the County Assembly document. And if you look at page number 35, there is a photograph on that page, which is supposed to be a photograph of the members of the public attending a public participation function at Abogeta West Ward. I then, distinguished senators who have seen that photo, beseech them to look at page number 30 of the same volume. Page number 30 of that volume, which is supposed to be now the public participation event at Abogeta East Ward. On the face of it, the same people in the same sitting arrangement, taking the same posture at page number 30 at Abogeta East Ward are the same people in the same sitting arrangement taking the same posture that you'll discover at page number 35. I leave it to your able judgment about what that says of the integrity of this public participation process. But that's not enough. I'll beseech distinguished senators to turn to page number 331 of that same document. 331 of that same document. May I urge that we start at page 330 for proper context. At page 330 is a title of minutes showing that this should be a public participation event at Akirangondu Ward, in Akirangondu Ward at Machungulu Social Hall. I'll beseech distinguished senators to look at minute number 3, which runs from page number 331. And I want you to look at the entire of that minute from where it starts all the way overleaf to page 332. To make my point, I would ask the senators, while keeping their finger on that minute, to turn to page number 373 of the same bundle. While keeping a finger on this page 331, to turn to page 373 of that bundle, they will see that these are supposed to be minutes of a public participation function in Meru Ward at a place called Kimiri MCK. These are supposed to be events done on the same day at the same time. You realize that minute number 3 of those minutes starts at page 374 and turns overleaf to page number 375. This minute takers somehow meticulously used the same words word for word across 1.5 pages of minute taking of an objectively taken set of minutes. Distinguished senators, while at it, I want you to turn to page 390 of that same bundle. When you turn to page number 390, you'll come across a public participation event that apparently took place in Igembe East Ward at a place called Karaune MCK. And just for comparison, I will then urge you to turn to page number 393. 393, which is supposed to be a public participation event in Adiru Rugine Ward. I try to understand how to pronounce this name in Meru language, a lot of difficulty. Adiru Rugine Ward at a place called Akune MCK. Putting your finger on those 2 minutes, I want you to look at minute number 3 of each of those 2 minutes. The one at page 390 starts from page 390 through page 391 all the way to page 392. And the one starting at page 393, minute 3 starts at page 393 through page 394 all the way to page 395. And you'll discover those minutes use the same words in the same order, the same sentences in the same order, word for word, across 3 pages of minutes. I leave it to able judgments, applying this Socratic standard that I have just prescribed for this sentence. Courteously, you answer wisely, you consider soberly, and you decide impartially, distinguished senators. Would you say that this is a public participation process that passed the requisite test of integrity? I just want to demonstrate one thing which can be done without taking too much time, which is page 332 of that document. At page 332 of that document, which is part of the minutes of a public participation event taking place at in Akirangondu Ward at Machungulu Social Hall, at minute number 4. At minute number 4, you'll come, sorry, my apologies. I want us to go to page, my apologies. I misled you when I referred to 332. I want us to refer to 370. Let me see where this brings out the point, then I can conclude just so that we don't waste a lot of time. Let me look at 373. If it doesn't, I'll just go to the next minute, then we clear that in a short while. Yes. Thank you so much. That is the one. I wanted to look at page 332, minute number 4 at Akirangondu Ward. The minute taker says as follows: members of the public, upon equal and fair representation from across the locations in the ward, ended the meeting at 1 p.m. Full stop. A member of staff from the county assembly gave closing remarks and thanked the members of the public for exercising their constitutional mandate and conducting their exercise peacefully and inclusively. When you go to page number 375, which are minutes of a completely different ward, you also see minute number 4 in Meru ward, where members of the public, upon equal and fair representation from across the locations in the ward, ended the meeting at 1 p.m. A member of staff from the county assembly gave the closing remarks and thanked members of the public for exercising their constitutional mandate and conducting the exercise peacefully and inclusively. The same minute, the same words in the same order. I spoke here about some things being too fantastic to be true. Distinguished senators, these are the sort of things I was referring to. Normal human fallibilities militates against this kind of coincidences. I'll briefly make that point by looking at page 392. At page 392, of the minutes from Igembe eastward. Page 392, after Roman 11 up there, there is an entry, a lady who spoke and was not in support of the impeachment motion said that since the governor was a woman, the MCS were planning to impeach out and needs to give her time to work and complete her term. It follows, another one said that she doesn't support the impeachment motion because the governor is the only senior-most politician from Meru County. I want us to turn to page 395, which is part of the minutes from Adiru Rujine ward. Just after Roman number 11, a lady who spoke and was not in support of the impeachment motion said that since the governor was a woman, the MCS were planning to impeach her out and needs to give her time to work and complete her term. It follows, another one said that she doesn't support the impeachment motion because residents of Meru County are tired with these unending fights between the governor and the MCS. Distinguished senators, I leave it to your able judgment as able men, such as fear God, of truth, hating covetousness, using this standard of Jethro as he advises Moses, to determine for yourself the quality of public participation that underwrites this motion. We are looking at a document that is 1,344 pages. Time cannot allow us to continue with this kind of analysis, but the point has been made. Allow me to move to the next point. I want to deal with the various allegations that have been made against the governor in this impeachment motion. If you look at the impeachment motion at count number 1, governor is accused of gross violation of the Constitution and other laws, and a general allegation of violations of laws is made there. The burden for us is to establish whether the ground in support of that allegation has been made. I would start by dealing with ground 4 for good order. I will deal with the other grounds as I carry on with these submissions. The governor is accused of dismissing Dr. Ntoiti, Paul Mwaki, Kenneth Kimathi Mbae, and Joseph Kithure in usurpation of the powers of appointing authorities. The mover of the motion was taken through this ground as against what was count 4, paragraph 16 of the motion that was before this House in November last year, my apologies, in November last year. She confirmed that there has been no new action on the part of the county government in respect of these officials. She confirmed that what she was complaining about here is the same action that informed the previous allegation in the previous impeachment motion. While at it, and so that I don't revisit this question, I'll also deal with count number 3, paragraph 3 of the present motion, where the governor is accused of employing a bloated workforce of at least 111 personal staff in her office. The mover of this motion came here and she conceded that this was the same allegation in count number 4, paragraph G of the motion that this Senate dealt with in November last year. The question I want this Senate to grapple with is this, and this is a question of principle. Is it permissible for this Senate to be called upon to re-debate the same fact over which it debated and acquitted the governor? Is it permissible in law? Is it permissible in good sense to re-debate and make a decision on it? Are these grounds you are going to vote for, or are these grounds in your private discussion and deliberation are going to move that must be struck out first before you consider the residue of the motion? That's something that I invite this Senate to grapple with so that it guides future processes of this nature. I'm making out an argument that the governor invites this Senate to take a position on allegations that have been debated here in previous impeachment motions and in respect of which the governor has been cleared of the same. May I draw the attention of this Senate to the fact that the move of this motion confirmed that in respect of the claim of employment of a bloated workforce, the same list of employees in the same order that was presented here in November last year is the same list of employees in the same order that she has presented here today, and sought that this Senate reviews its previous decision and enters a different decision from the one it entered last year. The second set of matters that I want to deal with is matters that are pending active litigation in court as we stand here today. What I'll describe as matters that are sub judice. Count number 1, paragraph 1 of the impeachment motion alleges that the governor illegally revoked the appointment of CPA Virginia Kawira Miriti as CEO of the Meru County Public Service Board. Distinguished senators, it is not in dispute that this matter is pending active litigation as Meru Employment and Labor Relations Court, case number E002 of 2024, Virginia Kawira Miriti versus the Governor, Meru County. The Governor invites this court to consider as a matter of principle what is its policy on matters sub judice. What is the policy of this Senate on matters that are pending active litigation before other competent institutions of dispute resolution? Evidence of the pendency of that case has, of course, been supplied in volume number 2 of the Governor's documents at page number 14. Another matter that the Governor wants you to apply the same mind on, that is matters that are actively pending in court, is what I referred to earlier as count number 1, paragraph 4, on the alleged illegal dismissal of Dr. Ntoiti, Paul Mwaki, Kenneth Mbae, Joseph Kithure Mberia. In addition to the fact that this is a matter that this Senate has already applied its own mind upon and made a decision on, it is not in dispute that this matter has been and continues to be in active litigation in our court. This matter went into court as Meru Employment and Labor Relations Petition number 1 of 2022 and is now pending an appeal. Evidence of the pendency of that appeal process is at volume number 7, at page number 71, volume 1B of the Governor's documents. Again, distinguished senators, with tremendous humility, I invite this House to take this as a question of principle. What is the policy, the legal policy of this Senate on matters that are actively pending in our courts, such as ground number 1, sorry, paragraph 4, count number 1 of this impeachment motion? If you look at ground number 2, paragraph 6, and ground number 3, paragraph 11 of the impeachment motion, that motion, just for good order, is in the County Assembly's documents, volume 1. This is the matter relating to the alleged, or the case of murder of one Daniel Mudhiani, alias Sniper, and contributions towards his family, and the role, connection, or status of Kiambe Crispius Manyara, an accused person in that murder. The County Assembly, at volume number 2 of its documents, at page 429, has supplied this House with the charge sheet for that murder case. Distinguished senators, I beseech you to again make a principled decision in a matter such as this, where the County Assembly, by its own documents, admits that it's a matter pending active trial in our murder court, our high court. What is the policy of this Senate towards matters such as those? I submit that this is a matter of principle, because this should be able to guide future impeachments, so that we don't have to revisit these questions of principle. People can be guided by the decision of this Senate once and for all. Finally, the impeachment process itself, its entirety. I wish to refer you to
senators, Sergeant at Arms, because this is a division, you may lock the door and close and draw the bars. Honorable senators, once you've logged in, you can proceed to vote, either by saying yes, no, or abstain. Honorable Senators, this is a procedural motion. Even nominated senators can take part. Proceed to vote. Proceed to vote. Time is running. Honorable Senators, vote. Time is running. The senators who are surrounding the chair, move immediately. Immediately. Withdraw from the presence of the chair. Bro. Now, honorable senators, kindly be orderly. Take your seat. The following senators must proceed to the dispatch and cast their vote. Senator Olekina, Senator Mogeni, Senator Richard Onyonka, Senator Osotsi, Senator Kajwang, Senator Beth Siengo, Senator Agnes Kavindu, Senator Hezena, Senator Montet Batuli, Senator Muhammad Abdallah Shakila, and Senator Manzo. Honorable senators, I'm giving you 2 minutes to conclude this exercise. In the next... Honorable senators, the ones I've called, if you don't cast your vote in the next 2 minutes, proceed to cast your vote. Okay. Now, honorable senators, order, honorable senators. The 2 minutes that I've granted are now over. Minority Leader, Senator Beth Siango, Sergeant at Arms, kindly get Beth Siango out of the chamber. Sergeant at Arms, when the chair is speaking, you don't shout. Take your seats. Honorable senators, kindly take your seats. Take your seats, honorable senators. Take your seats. Honorable senators, take your seats. Honorable senators, I can only give you an opportunity to speak if you're orderly. Then take your seats. Honorable Senators, Minority Leader, Sergeant at Arms, Order, Sergeant at Arms, can you listen to me? Order, honorable senators. Honorable senators, order, honorable senators. Sergeant at Arms, Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms. Senator, can I speak to the Sergeant at Arms? Can I talk to the Sergeant at Arms? Sergeant at Arms. Can you tell the Sergeant at Arms to leave her alone? Sergeant at Arms. Sergeant at Arms, can you take your positions? Sergeant at Arms, can you take your positions? Sergeant at Arms, take your position to await my further orders. Sergeant at Arms, take your positions and await my further orders. Sergeant at Arms, order. Order, Senator Mazayo. Order. Yeah. Order. Can you take your seat? Everybody has witnessed everything. Can you take your seats? Order. Can I have the results? Honorable senators, kindly take your seats. Order, honorable senators. Let alone the senator. Let the senator be left for a while. Sergeant at Arms, can you walk away from the senator, please? Sergeant at Arms. Now, honorable senators, the results of the division is as follows. Ayes 31, nays 9, abstention 1. The ayes have it. So let's proceed. You may now withdraw the bars and open the door. Senator, the majority leader, you have your floor.
Yeah?
Majority. Now, honorable senators, we are now doing intervention on the motion. All right? Senator Fernandi, proceed. 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 Should I proceed to make your
Mr. Speaker, my motion was very specific. Mr. Speaker, my motion was, Mr. Speaker, can I have your attention? Mr. Speaker, my motion was very specific. The mover should be called to reply at 11:48 p.m. That was the specific, and you can check the answer. Mr. Speaker, I beg that the mover be called to reply. Yes.
Senator Onyonka. Honorable. Order, order, honorable senators. Order, take your seat. Take your seat.
Mr. Speaker, our members have not voted. Mr. Speaker, voted.
Mr. Speaker, my vote. Not vote.
Order, honorable
He must
senators.
vote, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Orobo, you're totally out of order. I order you to move out of the chamber, withdraw from the chamber. Senator Orobo. And the following shall follow. Senator Orobo, you proceed to withdraw from the chamber, and the following shall follow. Take your seats. 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 Save for Senator Onyonka. Senator Onyonka, you have 2 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, under the circumstances.
Senator Ledama, you wouldn't want to be the next to withdraw from the chair. Let Senator Onyonka be heard in silence.
Mr. Speaker, but I have a point of order.
Proceed, Senator Onyonka, proceed.
Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Allow me to prosecute. The standing orders are clear. Point of order, Mr. Speaker.
Senator Onyonka, proceed. And Senator Nakina, you're cautioned. You insist, I throw you out. That's how you're going to land outside this chamber.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, under the circumstances, I find it difficult to raise and discuss the issues that have led us to where we are. My sincere and honest observation and evaluation, especially to members who are in this House and members of... Yes, sir.
Mr. Speaker, is allowed? Yes. Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. I have not allowed that. Proceed, Senator Nyonka.
Mr. Speaker and colleagues who are here, I would like to ask all of you Ms.
Order. Let the senator be heard in silence, please.
Mr. Speaker, Honorable Chair, Mr. Speaker, I would like...
Senator Onyonka,
Yes.
you have under 1 minute.
Mr. Speaker, in that case, I will not say anything because under the circumstances, I can't express myself.
Very well. At this juncture, I will call upon the governor for Meru in 2 minutes to make her closing remarks to the Senate. Proceed. Governor for Meru, if you have anything to say, this is the time to address the Senate. And Governor for Meru, if you don't have anything to say, it's okay. So let the mover of the motion proceed to reply.
Mr. Speaker, this is totally embarrassing. And I have never, Mr. Speaker.
Order!
Majority
Leader, proceed. Proceed.
In light of the fact, Mr. Speaker, that they have people who have chosen to behave in a disorderly manner, Mr. Speaker, I cannot give my comments. I beg to reply.
Thank you, Clerk. May you ring the division bell for 2 minutes? Division bell for 2 minutes. Is the Sergeant at Arms ringing the bell?
It is a 2 minutes division bell before midnight. Midnight being just a few minutes away. And under the law, the House must, by the next 3 minutes or so, have voted in regards to the fate of the Meru governor, Kawira Mwangaza. The Speaker had just called the governor for Meru County to make her final submission and appeal before the House. That did not happen owing to the not so orderly issues coming from the chamber in regards to the divisions. If the House was to proceed to reduce debate by 3 minutes. So any moment from now.
Honorable Senators, kindly take your seats. We will proceed to vote. Clerk, can you get the system underway? Can you get the system underway? So, clerk, are you ready with the system? Clerk. Now, honorable senators, voting shall be electronically. Kindly take a seat. Clerk, can you put the system up and running? No, the division has started long before midnight, so we're good to go. We're in division. Honorable senators, kindly take your seats. Kindly take your seats. Okay. Senator Hamida, take your seat. Senator Hamida, take your seat, please. Senator Catherine Muma, take your seat. Senator Kavindu, kindly take your seat. Senator Eddy, please take your seat. Senator Eddy, take your seat. Senator Eddy, take your seat, please. Senator Omtata, I know you're going to take your seat. Thank you. Good. Very proud of you. Take your seat. Senator Mogeni, take your seat, please, Senator. The minority leader, please, take your seat. Senator for Narrow County, Senator Ledama Olekina, the minority whip. Take your seat. Order, honorable senators. Now, honorable senators, we are going to vote electronically, charge after charge. Okay, order. Minority Leader, kindly take a seat. Minority Leader, please take a seat. Take a seat. Now, honorable senators, I'll proceed to put the question. I know. Order. Order, Honorable Olekena. I will proceed to put the question, which is that whereas pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution and Section 33 of the County Governments Act, on Thursday, the 8th of August, 2024, the Meru County Assembly, order, Majority Leader. The Meru County Assembly approved a motion to remove from office by impeachment Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor of Meru County. And further, whereas by a letter reference MCA/Res/Volume 4/79, dated the 9th of August 2024, and received in the office of the Speaker of the Senate on Friday, the 9th of August 2024, the Speaker of the Meru County Assembly informed the Speaker of the Senate of the approval of the motion by the County Assembly, and further forwarded to the Speaker of the Senate documents in evidence of the proceedings of the Assembly. Further, whereas pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act, and Standing Order 80 of the Senate heard the County Assembly on the grounds for the proposed removal from office by impeachment of Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor of Meru County. And further, whereas pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act, and Standing Order 80 of the Senate also heard the Honorable Kawira Mwangaza on the grounds for her proposed removal from office by impeachment as the Governor of Meru County. Now, therefore, pursuant to Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Governments Act, and Section 80, the Senate resolves to remove from office by impeachment the Honorable Kawira Mwangaza, the Governor of Meru County, on the following grounds or charges. Charge 1, gross violation of the Constitution and other laws. Charge 2, gross misconduct. And charge 3, abuse of office. Now, honorable senators, we are going to vote on charge number 1, which is gross violation of the Constitution and other laws. You may now proceed to vote. Proceed to vote. I've been very clear. Proceed to vote. Yes, she was, and she declined. Proceed to vote. Honorable Senator Fernandi, Senator Fernandi, you're totally out of order. You vote and keep your calm. You vote and keep your calm. Pardon? Now, those senators who are online, we have honorable senators who are online. Senator Professor Tom Ojenda, you may proceed to vote. Senator Chimera, stay calm. Online. Can you project the ICT people? Can you project the online vote? Because we need to see how the senator is dressed, whether they are within the speaker's rules. I had called Senator Professor Tom Ojenda. So Senator Ojenda is not online, is he, Secretariat? We need to see how he's dressed up. Yeah, you need to project Senator Tom Ojenda on the screen. Can we see Senator Tom Ojenda? We are simply seeing a forehead. We don't know to whom it belongs. It is my ruling that Senator Tom Ojenda, as he is now appearing, he cannot vote. We move to Senator Sifuna. Yes. Senator Sifuna, you may proceed to vote. Senator Sifuna, you're out of order and you're not going to partake any proceedings of the House. We move to the other senator. We move to the other senator. Let's move to the other senator. Is that a senator? Senator Dulo, we move to Senator Dulo. We move to Senator Dulo. Senator Dulo, you may proceed to vote. Another senator.
This is
Senator Kisang, we move to Senator Kisang.
Even if you pretend you have not heard us, we have told you the truth. You are an embarrassment.
Can you mute Senator Sifuna, please? He has been, I have ruled him disorderly, mute him and move him from the platform. Senator Kisang, please. Senator Kisang. Senator Kisang, I'm afraid you may not be able to cast your vote. We are unable to see you.
Hello.
Now, honorable senators, order, honorable senators. Minority Leader, Senator Mazayo. Senator Mazayo, take your seat, please. Senator Faki, please take your seats. Now, the following senators have not cast their vote. I'm therefore inviting them to the dispatch to cast their vote in the next 2 minutes. Senator Mogeni, Senator Lomenan, Senator Kajuang, Senator Mudhama Agnes, Senator Mwaruma, Senator Boy Isa Juma, Senator Munyehaji Faki, Senator Boni, Senator Okech Eddie, Senator Okoit Omtata, Senator Olekina, Senator Onyonka, Senator Osotsi, Senator Wambua, Senator Mazayo, Senator Mohamed Abdallah Shakila, Senator Maanzo Daniel Kitonga. You may now proceed to cast your vote, to be done in the next 2 minutes. After the expiry of the 2 minutes, we shall tally and proceed to the next charge.
the voting by senators, mainly from the opposition, is currently taking place. The Speaker had allocated 2 minutes for that exercise, after which the House will be moving to vote on charge number 2 and charge number 3. Already an electronic vote was undertaken on charge number 1 on gross violation of the Constitution and other laws. We had 25 senators voting for yes. There were 0 no's, as a section of senators had not casted their votes, and 0 abstentions. And following that directive, we await the members who have been called to the bar to cast their vote to finish that exercise, after which the Speaker of the Senate, currently presiding over the business this evening or night, from wherever you're watching these proceedings of the Senate from, will be announcing the tally in regards to how the charges were voted on. Meru Governor Kawira Mwangaza is facing 3 impeachment charges that have been leveled against her. One of them is a gross violation of the Constitution and other laws, gross misconduct, and finally abuse of office. And senators will be voting on each and every count, after which the Speaker will be announcing the tally. And in regards to the provisions of the Constitution, when it comes to impeachments, a total number of 24 senators are required to either uphold an impeachment or equally throw it out altogether. But that notwithstanding, the outcome of the vote this evening, we await the directives and communication from the Speaker this evening. Allow me to hand over back to the chamber this evening. Enjoy your continued live broadcast streaming from Parliament buildings this evening.
Order, honorable senators. Senator Keroche, Senator Hamida, and the Senator Fernandi. The Chair of PAC. The Minority Whip, and the Minority Leader. Now, honorable senators, the results of the division on charge number 1 is as follows. Ayes at 26, nays at 4. Senator Fernandi, I have told you. Abstention 14. So the ayes have it on count number 1. Honorable Now, honorable senators, we proceed to charge number 2. Can you have the system up and running? Now, charge number 2 is gross misconduct. Honorable senators, you may now proceed to vote. Now, those senators who wish to vote online, Senator Dulo, proceed to vote.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
Senator Kisang,
I vote yes, Mr. Speaker.
I'm afraid that we cannot get Senator Kisang on screen. We will move to Senator Professor Tom Ojenda.
Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I vote no.
I'm afraid that Senator Tom Ojenda will not be allowed to cast his vote. You know, Senator Kisang, can we see you? I'm afraid we cannot see Senator Kisang, and therefore he cannot vote. Now, the following senators should proceed to dispatch and cast their votes. Senator Lomenan, Senator Kajwang, Senator Mudhama Kavindu, Agnes, Senator Maruma, Senator Boy Issa Juma, Senator Abbas Sheikh Mohammed, Senator Okoit Andrew Omtata, Senator Onyonka, Senator Wambua, Senator Osotsi, Senator Olekina, Senator Okech Edi, Senator Munyehaji, Senator Mogeni Eric, Senator Mazayo, and Senator Maanzo. And Senator Boni. Honorable Senators, kindly take your seats. Senator Fernande, Majority Leader, the Chairman of PAC, Senator Eddy. Take a seat. Senator Issa, take your seat, please. Now, honorable senators, the result for the division on charge number 2 as follows. The ayes are 26, the nays 2, abstention 14. So the ayes have it. Senator Fernande. Contain your excitement, however misplaced it may be. Yes. So we are proceeding to vote on charge number 3, that is abuse of office. Secretariat, kindly put the system up and running. Honorable senators, the system is ready for you. You may now proceed to vote on charge number 3, which is abuse of office. Honorable senators who wish to vote online, Senator Fatuma Dulo. Proceed to vote, Honorable Senator.
Mr. Speaker, I vote yes.
We now move to Senator Kisang. Senator Kisang?
Yes, Speaker, I vote no.
We cannot see you, Senator Kisang.
You can't see me.
But we need to see him. Senator Hezana, you may want to join Senator Roba at the lounge.
Speaker, I don't know what's wrong with my camera.
Senator Kisang, I'm afraid we may not be able to take your vote. We cannot see you. So we proceed to Professor Tom Ojenda. Professor Tom Ojenda? Professor Tom Ojenda. We cannot see Professor Tom Ojenda, and therefore he may not proceed to vote.
Mr. Speaker, can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I cannot see you. I need to see you for you to proceed to vote.
Mr. Speaker, I'm concerned about the time. I do not know whether we are in time for this third process.
Can you beam Honorable Professor Tom Ojenda on the screen, please?
Mr. Speaker, I think I have network challenges. This is trying to...
Okay, so then I'm sorry. Professor, I'm sorry you will not be able to vote. As far as Professor Sifuna is concerned,
the problem...
he's already been ruled out of order.
How about myself, Speaker?
Senator Professor Tom Ojenda, we can only see your forehead. We cannot confirm it's yours or it's for your neighbor. We need to see you.
Mr. Speaker, I confirm.